This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental, while all reference to locations, historical events, and climatic conditions are real.
Everything hurts. I wake up abruptly, put the kettle on, turn on the shower tap, fill the cat's bowl. I do everything automatically. I turn on the speaker above the shower. I'm already under the water jet when I realise I don't have to go to the restaurant today. They'll manage without me. My name is Damiano. I'm 26 years old, and this time, it's no joke. I'm ready to bet on it. It's final. The decision, made just a few hours ago in a surreal situation and in a moment of enormous tension, seems even clearer today. I've quit. For real. No more shifts. No more mousses, no more fish meringues, no more dice bets with the kitchen staff, no more waking up in the middle of the night dreaming of still being at work. I send a message to Raul, deliberately omitting some details, buying time because I've learned to measure my steps, not to make hasty decisions. For now, I let him know I'm still unwell. There will be time to announce my resignation later. I go back to bed, but now I'm fully awake. I scroll through my phone, photos of dishes, kitchen reels, French fry crispiness contests, the usual junk 24/7. I find a friend request. It's from the girl I met last night, Tina. Tina Beira. She, her, Mozambique. Lawyer, activist. She only has 3 photos. The first one in a garden with cacti and white flowers. One holding a sign that says, Levanta, povo. And one from behind, standing in front of the ocean. Main, general, requests. There's a message. Hi chef, we'll handle dinner, but we'd like to make it up for you for the trouble we caused you. Dinner with a group of animal activists or whatever they are. What will they talk about all evening? Only food. It's the last thing I need. I roll the dice. They help me make decisions I don't have the energy to face. The dice say not to go. I scroll through my phone a bit more before falling into a deep sleep. I dream of being in a pool, swimming backstroke with my face turned towards the ceiling, swimming without stopping until with a stroke I reach beyond the edge of the pool and wake up. What time is it? Already 2 in the afternoon. I find another message. Are you coming? Let me know so we can plan. It's my turn to cook tonight. Todas as coisas de Mozambique. It's Tina again, the girl from the emergency room. I wait a few minutes before responding. I reply that I'm still sore, that I really like South American cuisine, but I'm still too burnt out and it'll take me a few days to recover. In response, I get 1,000 laughing emojis, then another message. Look, Mozambique is in Africa, you donkey. What a jerk. Born foolish and stupid, born to slam my face against the glass. I check on Google. Mozambique is indeed at the bottom of Africa, facing Madagascar and just above South Africa. Her name, but also her face, seemed Brazilian or Cuban. I reply without flinching. If the cuisine is African, then I can't miss it. I glance at my profile. I only have photos taken in the kitchen with crossed arms in front of miraculous creations, awards, group photos surrounded by dozens of aprons. I seem less dumb on Insta, yet I've never felt so stupid. I write again. I'll come, but on one condition. We never talk, not even by mistake, not once, about cooking or the restaurant where I work. Okay, no prob, with a winking emoji. Come at 7:30 p.m. I'll send you the address.
Kill Me Now. Episode 2. Bingo.
Tina lives in an apartment just outside the city centre in a typical student accommodation. Creaking windows, damp, posters of old movies, feminist slogans. Vanessa, her roommate, opens the door. She also took part in the raid on Rigoletto. She kisses me 3 times, right cheek, left cheek, and then again on the right cheek. Tina is in the kitchen cooking. Feel free to join her, she says as she smiles and bids me farewell. I find Tina surrounded by steam, cooking shrimp with a scent of coconut milk filling the air. She asks me to pass her a bowl of manioc leaves, but then quickly covers her mouth. No food allowed. She talks to me about Africa, her hometown, Beira, on the Indian Ocean, about the great wealth her country has been deprived of for centuries, about political chaos. She arrived in Europe 3 years ago studying law. Her father is a prominent lawyer, but she wants to open her own practice. She tells me she has a specific project in mind, something that can truly help people back home. More people have arrived from the assault on the restaurant. Almost everyone who took part is there. We sit down at the table, and Tina introduces me to the others. They all express regret about what happened the other night. Then the questions about Rigoletto start, about my supposed career as a chef, but Tina stops them immediately. No questions about cooking or restaurants, she says. So we talk about their group. We're not animal rights activists, but climate activists, or rather, climate performers, explains someone named Simone. He tells me that the action at Rigoletto was staged, a sort of marketing operation. Even the bet and the graduation party were invented. We knew everyone would be pissed off. I pretend to understand, but I really don't get what they're talking about. What's going on in their minds? It feels as if I don't understand anything. Tina arrives with more steaming dishes and mango salad. The smell is good, but the sight, yikes. She serves me a shapeless greenish mush on the plate. No one wants to poison you, don't worry. Almost everyone here is a student. They've only known each other for a few months, having met at collective meetings. Then the collective disbanded, and they've only recently started hanging out again. I have no idea why I'm here, among climate performers. The discussion finally picks up when I recognize a song playing in the background. Flavor in Your Ear by Craig Mack. Simone and I say it together, loudly and in unison. Simone gets up, shaking his head incredulously, and gives me a high five amid general approval. A detailed discussion about 90s hip-hop ensues, unexpectedly involving everyone. Finally, a topic I know well and can contribute to, showing that I have some knowledge. I listened to this stuff endlessly back in school. Well, actually, I never stopped. It's still my soundtrack. Tina tells me she absolutely has to share some Mozambican hip-hop with me, saying she even made a playlist and a booklet with translations of the lyrics. Since talking about food and restaurants is forbidden, Tina and Vanessa force me to play a game. We all receive a colourful post-it note on which we have to write the name of a character. Then the notes are passed around and we stick them on each other's foreheads. Everyone laughs as they look at me. Tina has written Donald Trump on her forehead, while others have names of Star Wars characters. I have Lady Gaga written on mine. We continue laughing so loudly that no one hears the doorbell. Vanessa gets up. No one pays attention. Everyone keeps laughing and looking at me. Vanessa rushes back into the living room. The police are here! chairs shuffle as everyone gets up, including me. Simone immediately runs to hide in Tina's room, while the others hastily move chairs and things around. They're looking for Simone. They find him. But we all have to go to the police station. I don't even know what they want, what they're searching for. I don't even know why I came to this dinner. I try explaining it to the officers, but no one even looks at me. They fingerprint me and profile me from head to toe. The dice said it would be a shitty day. It's past 2 a.m. when they let me go. I check my phone. There are missed calls, but I shove it in my pocket without looking. I just need to get home. Tina waited for me outside the police station. The others have vanished. We've already ended up at the ER and at the Carabinieri station in less than 24 hours, she says, smiling. Not bad, huh? What else could possibly go wrong? I'm tired, I tell her. I'm going home. But the main course is still missing, she explains seriously, and then bursts out laughing. I want to go home, but Tina insists in a way I can't resist. The only place open at this hour in this dead city, she explains, is the most incredible place. I discovered it recently. Tina leads me inside a bingo hall with an anonymous entrance on Benzoni Street. The place is called Imperial Bingo. Who would have ever thought? Inside, it's huge, divided into 4 enormous halls that occupy the vaults and the cloister of an old building from the late 1600s. There are statues, columns, fountains, and obelisks everywhere, all in Roman Empire style. All fake. Bangladeshi guys in black shirts and pants serve at the tables, and there's even a billiards table with a red cloth. Amazing! I want to play, I tell her. But Tina insists and drags me past the drawing room, past the darkness of the slot room. There's a white colonnade with lions and other trashy stuff. At the end, we find a glass door embedded in a sort of drywall temple. Inside, the temperature is completely different. It's hot, a humid heat enhanced by the dim lights. Tina shows me Imperial's hidden secret. Inside, there's a small greenhouse with a secret garden and a pool. The Chinese who bought the entire building did this, Tina explains. The owner is obsessed with gardens, and when he renovated the hall, he had a bioluminescent micropool built in the centre. He told me himself. He comes here almost every day. Tina tells me, proudly showing me her Imperial card. I want to ask her how she got it, but I say nothing. The Imperial card lets us into the pool. It's not like any other pool, Tina explains. It's water with a very high concentration of plankton that lights up. It's an algae found in my country on a beach near Beira. The water glows in the dark. Wow. Tina starts undressing while I stand still at the door, watching her without knowing what to do. She tosses me a white robe. In the pocket, wrapped in cellophane, there are a pair of pool slippers with the Imperial Bingo logo. The lights go out, and I see the water streaked with electric blue. I want to go home, but I don't have the courage to say anything. This isn't a sexy moment, I tell myself. There's nothing to this. Tina's behaviour isn't indicating anything to me. But then she encourages me, telling me I'd better hurry. You wouldn't want me to come over there and take your pants off, would you? I must have the face of a complete idiot because she bursts out laughing again. But now her expression turns serious. My face. I have to try not to think about my facial muscles right now. I hope she doesn't ask about my tattoos. She's not smiling anymore. She approaches me, and her expression is no longer ironic. I see her lips parting, and it's like plunging into water suddenly without testing the temperature with your foot first. At first, it's a shock, a sudden daze, but once you're in, it's a beautiful feeling of well-being, like reuniting with a place you know you belong to. Always have. Tina entered my life like a Boeing crashing into the Twin Towers. To this day, I still blame what happened on work, the burnout, the nausea, a moment of weakness. But I'm not sure it's like that. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in, an old song says. My crack had widened so much that it managed to let in all of Tina's light. A light that illuminates everything she does, says, touches. In less than 24 hours, I went from the Rigoletto kitchen to the bingo pool on Benzoni Street. That night, we were together. We played billiards, we toasted with champagne from the bar, we won 40 euros at bingo after spending 60. I finally felt in the right place. I felt like the right person at the right time. A better person. There was no thought, no nausea, no anxiety, not even the slightest idea of the future. I felt different, better, centered, clear. The next 45 days I spent mainly in her bed, in the streets at demonstrations for causes I didn't even know existed, in the woods, in my car racing to the sea, playing pranks and enduring them, arguing. I found myself laughing alone and crying together more than once, sending disjointed messages in the dead of night, arguing with my family, my friends, my boss, ex-boss. Then suddenly, when I knew I couldn't do without her anymore, Tina disappeared into thin air.
Kill Me Now is a podcast produced by O Suono Mio and funded by the European project Mudar. From an idea by Emanuele Lapiana and Gianluca Taraborelli. Narrated by Dylan Ayres. The voice of Tina is by Joana Ferreira Martins. Written by Gianluca Taraborelli. The soundscapes are by Emanuele and Tommaso Lapiana. Mixing and post-production are by Alessandro Beso. The illustration is by Federico Tramonte. Proofreading and coordination by Sandra Endrizzi, Paolo Ghisu, and Diletta Carloni. The original soundtrack and direction are by Emanuele Lapiana. Recorded by Joey Tassello at Air Studio. Special thanks go to all the staff of the CCI in Trento: Cristina Viola, Alcidio Matavel Pires, Vincente Cossa, Jenny Capuano, Nene Mulciande Jr., Amarildo Ajasse, Fernando Francisco Nyametukwa, and the CAM in Beira, who assisted us in the production in Mozambique and Italy. To learn more about the Mudar project, follow at Mudar Beira on Instagram and Facebook, or visit www.mudarbeira.org. Kill Me Now is available in Italian, Portuguese, and English. If you liked it, tell someone.